all come to the stage at once, y'all. I know I have been MIA from YouTube, but it's just because it takes so much just to do YouTube. But I feel like being that Hurricane Helene just hit my city and we had no power for 4 days, this was just a sign for me to sit down and really put my focus on what I want for myself long term. Like, no more for what's to come in 2025 and 2026. Baby, I'm looking at where do I want to be in 2037. So I'm participating in Vlogtober, and this is my first Vlogtober video. If you can't tell already, girl, this is a makeup routine video. I started off using the Huda Beauty primer, and I just love this entire combination that I got when I attended the class. Now, you do want to moisturize your face. I already did that, and then I went in with my primer. While my primer is getting a little tacky, because you want it to get a little dry and tacky so your makeup will stick to it, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. Now, the girlies love when I do my eyebrows, so I'm just gonna show y'all a quick glimpse of how I get my eyebrows to look like they do. I start off by brushing my eyebrow hairs all in the same direction. Then I lightly go in and outline my eyebrow. I feel like this gives me a guide to how I want my eyebrows to look once I'm finished. I need that outline. This might not be the way everyone else does it, but baby, this is how I do it, and it works for me every single time. Now, I am a arched eyebrow kind of gal, so I like to raise my eyebrows up when I'm outlining my eyebrow because it makes it look like I have this dramatic arch that's really not there. It's just kind of drawn on. By the way, I am using the NYX or NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Espresso. I will have everything linked in the description box just in case you guys want to go grab some of the items you might have seen me use. When it comes to my eyebrows, I like my eyebrows to give off an ombre effect. I do not like my eyebrows to be the exact same thickness from end to beginning. No, ma'am. That is how you end up looking like Helga Pataki. This is another reason why I don't buy super chunky eyebrow pencils, because I like to do light strokes towards the front of my eyebrow. This allows it to look like natural hairs, even though they are drawn on. Once I draw in my light strokes, I take the brush of the eyebrow pencil and then I feather it all together so it looks more natural and not Sharpie-like. Honestly, my eyebrows are probably one of my favorite things to do because it's so therapeutic. It's kind of like I'm my own architect when it comes to how I want my face to look on camera. So once again, outline, feather up, and blend with the back of the brush, and you should get something that looks a little bit like this. As soon as I'm done with my eyebrows, I go in with my Huda Beauty concealer. Now, I'm just now using this concealer because I've just fallen in love with it. But this faux filter concealer, y'all, it literally lasts me all day. I think I'm using the shade Toasted Almond, but I like to go in with my concealer just to clean up any extra mess that I might have made along the way. This is something that you just want to trace right underneath. You don't want to do too much or do too little. And I take the excess concealer and drag it down because that is going to be my base for when I want to put on, you know, a little natural looking eyeshadow. I take the concealer I use from underneath my eyebrow, drag it down to my eyelid, and boom, that is my base, my primer for my eyeshadow. It might not be the right way to do it, but baby, that's how I do it. And once you have your eyebrows cleaned up, you just want to blend it out with a brush just so it's not so sharp and you can see that line. You just want to blend it all the way out so it looks like it's coming right out of your skin, sis. And you're going to do the same thing for the other eye. And baby, I don't waste any time adding my brow glue by NYX or NYX. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but I add that as soon as I finish shaping my eyebrow, just because I want my eyebrows to set. I want my hairs to lay down and not move the entire day. And baby, this stuff does the job for an affordable price. You don't got to be spending $20 and $30 for a good gel for your eyebrows. Eyebrows are more tedious than hard. Like, I feel like I have such a love for my eyebrows looking a certain way that I genuinely enjoy doing my eyebrows and the outcome. Sometimes my eyebrows look different every time I do them. Either way, they still look good every single time. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw how I said that I was invited to a Huda Beauty masterclass and I almost did not go. Now, I am in the shade Gingerbread for this Easy Blur foundation, and when I tell y'all I am in love with this stuff, I had put down that I wanted to attend more beauty events, more makeup, more things outside of fashion and thrifting, because for so long people put me inside of a box, not realizing that makeup is part of your overall look. I don't understand how more fashion creators are not already in the beauty space, because certain looks you just cannot pull off without the whole nine. Like, you need the hair, you need the makeup. It's just not clothes, shoes, and outfits. You need to have those extra small details to give off certain looks. And that's just is what it is. It's not vanity. It's not, not having self-love. It's just certain things are elevated when you add the right enhancements. Because let's be for real, makeup should be an enhancer. It should never change the way you look. I feel like I look the same with makeup and without makeup. You know I'm Aisha without makeup, and you know I'm Aisha with makeup. By the way, I go and get my eyelashes professionally done, and I actually filled them in on my Instagram. I made it into a reel because I did not want to take away from this being an actual makeup video versus me putting on some lashes. But if you guys want me to do a DIY detailed lash install, let me know, and I can add that to my Vlogtober content. I am contouring with the Fenty contour stick in the shade of Swedish. Now, I feel like contour sticks and colors, you can choose whichever shade that you feel like is going to best suit you. Like, there is no specific shade that one person must use. It just depends on how deep you want your contour to look. I recently started contouring around my jawline to give it more definition, and I'm in love. Baby, I'm giving handsome Squidward, baby. Don't let them tell you otherwise. And to me, makeup becomes a walk in the park when you learn how to blend. Getting the right brush will save you every time. This brush that I received from the Huda Beauty Masterclass has been saving me, y'all. Also, I started color correcting. Now, I am using the Peach Color Corrector by Huda Beauty, and in love. Like I said, I received this makeup from them, but I will be continuing to purchase these products because not only was this a hands-on makeup class, but they also had professionals there to help me find the shades that I needed for my specific skin tone and skin type. And one thing that I learned in this class is that if you have dark circles underneath your eyes or dark spots that you want to color correct, not only should you be using more of an orangey color corrector, but you can also buy your concealer that has orange undertones already in it. And one brand that I love using is the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. She has a few concealers that are called, just look them up. Some of them are like peachy. I'll make sure I add them into my description box because I do own a few of her makeup products. But her products and also NARS Chestnut actually has a orange or a peachy undertone where you don't have to color correct. It already is built into that concealer. So definitely try those out if you are trying to conceal those dark spots without having to buy too many different products. And when it comes to adding product underneath my eye, I don't mind if it takes me all day, baby. I'm going to blend because I cannot stand when I get those creases underneath my eyes. Like, it just makes me look like an old hag. Now, remember I told y'all I'm not an eyeshadow girl. I kind of stick to the basics and do the same thing over and over again. One of my tried and true things that I do almost every time I do my makeup is this brown eyeshadow by MAC. I've had it so long that the name of it rubbed off, but I will try to find the exact one or a similar one and put it in the description box. But baby, this takes me to every level that I need to be on because, like I said, my outfits usually do the talking for me. I don't need my makeup to be to infinity and beyond. I like to just be a natural, cute looking face, and then boom, dang, where'd she get that outfit from? That's my kind of vibe. But I do want to start playing in eyeshadows a little bit more. So if you have any eyeshadow combos that you would like to see on my channel, especially during Vlogtober, baby, drop it in the comments. Let your girl know. But I literally just fill in my lids with the brown and just leave it as that. I don't add any different neutral tones to it because I kind of just want a natural smoky eye, if that makes sense. But I'm also not an MUA, so don't judge me if this looks crazy to y'all, but it looks good to me, so I'm gonna stick beside it. Of course, you cannot do your eyeshadow without going back in with your concealer. Once again, I'm using the Huda Beauty Toasted Almond. And I like my concealer underneath my eye to give me more of a highlight versus just to conceal my dark spots. Because there are plenty different ways to conceal. Not every concealer is meant to highlight. And that's one thing I had to learn. Like, sometimes I would buy concealer that looked like it could be a foundation. Now, sometimes you can apply concealer all over your face just to conceal your dark spots and go on about your day. But when you want to get a more elevated look, I prefer a highlighted look to, show off my features, child. Show off my cheekbones, that jawline. And I'm going to blend till I can't blend anymore because one thing I do not like is cakey makeup or makeup that just doesn't look like it belongs there or like you just slapped it up there and drew a triangle. So yes, I'm still blending. I do love to make it melt into my skin tone if possible. But I always end up going back in with some type of setting powder or finishing powder just to make it look like it is just my natural skin tone. Like, this is how I woke up. I don't have on makeup. I do go in and contour my nose, but this is a little hack that I started doing just because I'm a hack type of girl. When I don't know how to do something, I play on my face and figure it out. I make a way out of none. So the same eyeshadow that I put on my lid, I use that same color to kind of contour my nose just a little bit. I like my nose. I just feel like if you're gonna do your face, do your face. Especially if you're gonna do a contour around your jawline or your cheeks. It just makes more sense to just go ahead and, do a slight one on your nose just to make it all fall in together. Now, this is where we bake. Anytime I add any type of concealer on my face or I contour, I cannot wait to bake because baking gives me time to do whatever else I need to do for a few minutes. While I'm gonna bake, I went in and did my lashes, but like I said, that's already on my Instagram. And I am using the Cherry Blossom by Huda Beauty. This is my first time using a bake that has a pink undertone. And once I tried it, I fell in love. Baby, I normally just used to use banana powder, which is like more of a yellow consistency. But baby, this, once you try, you will never go back. And back in the day, I feel like I used to overuse the Easy Bake. And now I've realized that a little goes a long way. I kind of just do a little bit on the outsides and on my nose, of course. Anywhere that I put concealer, I'm going to go in with the bake and let it set, especially underneath that contour that I did around my cheekbone and my jawline. I've told y'all before on my Instagram page, I'm normally a powder blush kind of girl, but I recently learned how to blend the liquid blush and I'm in love. I am using the Peach Sorbet by Huda Beauty, and I cannot believe it took me this long to actually start applying liquid blush. Like, almost liquid anything is about to be my go-to now. And I love adding my blush immediately after I bake. Some people do it before they bake, but I just feel like I want my blush to pop a little bit. So I go in with my blush and then I add my bronzer, which is by Sephora. My bronzer is just going to fill in the spaces that are not completely blended how I would like them to be. I just go in and dab a little bit because I don't want to be too bronzy. But the bronzer is going to fix whatever is broken, baby. I'm personally not an eyeliner girl. I like to have a blank lid on the bottom and just have some mascara. I feel like the mascara pops more when you don't have on eyeliner. I could be wrong though, but my eyes are so big. I feel like I don't need all that rah on one eye. I have to pick and choose, but I do like to add a white liner sometimes when I do my makeup, when I'm feeling fancy, when I'm trying to be super cute. And I normally just buy the NYX, the white one. And I also have the purple one, the pink one, and a green one. I also have a blue one because sometimes that blue gives it a pop without making you look too, drag queenish. Because I personally am afraid to use blue eyeshadow on my lid. I feel like I have strong facial features. And I also have big eyes. So it's like, girl, that's a lot of colors on that lid, baby. But we'll see. Maybe I'll try something in my next few videos just to see how I would look, or, if it's going to take away from my outfits. I might just have to wear a white t-shirt with some of these outfits, though. For my lip, I am also in love with the Huda Beauty Rich Brown. I love a good brown lip liner and almost any type of gloss. So my newest favorite lip combo is the Rich Brown Lip Liner by Huda Beauty. You want to make sure you line your lips real good. If you overline a little bit, do your thing, sis. I also like to add a little brown line in the bottom of my lip. And then I go in with the NYX Marshmallow Butter Gloss. Baby, this is giving that girl. It is a that girl lip combo every time I do it. And I've been doing it for like the past, I want to say, week or so. I'm upset. And I know y'all are too. So go ahead and try it. I'm going to link this lip combo also at the bottom so you guys can have this done for yourself. And yeah, this is my overall makeup look. If you guys have any recommendations on what type of makeup videos you guys would like to see. I also took my sister shopping so she can get her own makeup. And that'll be my video posted up tomorrow so you guys can see what makeup products she decided to get, what makeup products I got, what skincare products that I've received.